friends, and very welcome to Matiu channel. Today we're going to talk about why you should not date Ukrainian girls and main differences with Australian. Let's get started.
An incredibly traditional society for maybe North Americans and Western Europeans to adapt to, and the role of the man in a relationship is still seen as that of provider. So you've got to be the guy making it rain in the club. You've got to prove yourself in terms of financial clout and protect financially the woman and support her. So that's something that really grates a lot of Western men when they come here, because of course in Western Europe and North America, society is a lot more, I would say, emancipated for women, and they don't necessarily see men as the main breadwinner anymore. That's the first thing, is that women use men, foreigners and Ukrainians, as mobile ATMs.
Yeah, I'd say Eastern Europeans definitely have a very macho culture where the man takes charge, the man dominates. Australian girls are very much equivalent to the Australians in terms of work ethic and workforce, and there's no set rule of the man always pays or the woman always pays. Generally on a first date, the man would pay as a sign of good faith or good vibes or be a gentleman, but otherwise it's very even. And if you're drinking beers, the man will buy the first beer, the girl will buy the second beer.
Nah, I'm fucked. Where are we? I don't know.
Many girls do not have a sense of humor. It's actually one that a lot of my English-speaking friends said, and I think that's just because the humor is quite different. You've really got to learn the local language, otherwise you will not get the humor. It's not them, it's you.
What is more important for women, to have a sense of humor or be able to cook borscht?
Silence and dinner. What more do you want from life or from wife?
A lot of unscrupulous girls who use Tinder in order to meet guys, not for a romantic experience, but just to use them, just to be wined and dined basically. And a lot of my friends complain about this, that the girls they met in Ukraine on Tinder, in fact, were not interested in really meeting them. They just seem to want to go to nice places.
Yeah, and the stereotype with Eastern Europeans from Belarus, Ukraine, so on and so forth, is that they are out there to be wined and dined while they're always so beautiful, wearing lovely clothes, being happy to do whatever it takes to get a passport out.
New sumachka. Wow. Oh my god, look at this topic. I got this cute topic.
How's this?
Wait. Oh my god, good. Keep going. Keep going.
Okay.
High-class people with a low-class wage.
Good. What about Australian girls?
They love makeup, big lips, big ass, big tits, fitness, and as little clothes as possible. They're generally very hard to deal with.
Tonight, we're gonna go out there and be the bloody blokes. Get laid, get your tits out, and drink down large amounts of piss.
Next complaint is that Ukrainian girls completely overestimate their value. That's just something that has happened because a lot of them are so corrupted by the money that's thrown them by the foreigners who come to Ukraine. For example, lots of Turkish guys, Arabs, Israelis, even Americans come with all these marriage agencies, and they just throw money their way, and that kind of inflates their sense of self-worth.
I mean, Australian girls are a lot more easier than that. As long as they've got a beer or a cocktail in front of them or something else that's a little bit special, they are always happy to have a chat. As long as you can have a conversation, you'll be right as rain. Gay marriage is still a little bit strange for some people, purely on a personal level, but it is legal. No one overly cares too much. It's a lot easier than Eastern Europe for that matter.
The next reason never to date a Ukrainian girl is the fact that they have awful behavior, inappropriate behavior on dates. And that's because they're normally completely engrossed in their iPhone. Probably two latest iPhones that were presumably bought for them by their sponsors. And it's quite often that you'll see girls with cracked screens, and that's because basically for two reasons. One, they couldn't invest in a cover, and secondly because they cannot afford to have the screen fixed. Something I always noticed in Ukraine, a lot of broken screens on the iPhones.
What about Australian girls?
They like to wear lots of makeup when they go to work, typically, especially younger generations in the big cities. They are very over the top. They like to stand out. They like to pretend they're some sort of unicorn. A lot of Australian girls do go over to Thailand to get boob implants just to, again, stand out from the crowd. And Usually they can afford a new phone or a new screen if theirs is broken, but it's more common that if they have a broken phone, it's just because they're too lazy to get it fixed.
I think it's very important to mention that each case varies.
And everything depends on you.
Jesus will show you the way.
Thank you very much for watching our video, guys. Please put like, dislike and comment below if you would like to date anyone. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, pressing the notification bell, and I'm gonna see you next week.
Yeah, my bra. Yeah.